Please, if you can, let us know if you can hear us. We are doing something new. We ask y'all to please be kind and let us know.
Yeah, what up, man?
If y'all can hear it, let us know.
I know we sound pretty crazy right now. You know, to everybody that's listening, hey, we appreciate it. We got some brand new equipment. I'm gonna let you announce it.
Hey, one of these dreams is finally coming true. Before we get going, since y'all say y'all can hear us, this is GNC Sports Talk. If this is your first time tuning in, the names on the screen, this is Gary.
This is Kerry.
GNC Sports Talk, where we do it
for the culture, by the culture, because we are the culture, you dig?
You little loud. Number one sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Hold on. Wait for this. Let me see.
Hey, I hear that.
Hold on. Let me know if y'all can hear this. You ready? Can y'all hear this? That's what we hear right now. That's what we hear right now. If y'all can hear us, let us know. Just keep us posted because I'm doing a couple of things behind the scenes. If y'all hear anything crazy, let us know too. This is a test episode, but we're going to get it in like we always do. We're going to get into these comments first before we get to anything else.
Yes, sir.
Because we see y'all already active in there, so we definitely appreciate that. Real quick in the chats.
From our mama, number one sports podcast of Ruston High School of 2007.
That's actually a fact.
Yes, fact.
That's actually
shout out 07, man.
Shout out best class.
Best class.
Hello, everyone from Chelsea.
What up?
Kenyatta. Promotion
and podcast on the same day.
Hey, trying to be like you, RB, when I grow up. Trying to be like you. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Congrats on. No, it's my promotion. It's my promotion. I appreciate that though.
Hey, fam, what up?
Cuzzo?
We in here, man.
Winning season. Hey, we gotta follow the trend from
Black Raiders.
Gotta follow the trend because you know you inspiration right there. That's just for that. Okay, y'all can hear us. Appreciate that.
All right. Okay.
It looks good. Now it's a little rusty right now. It was a rush job tonight. Oh, see, that's what I get for being.
It goes for a minute at Rob.
No, the promotion just happened. I call later. All right. Hey, friends.
What up, Sade?
How you doing?
What's good?
How you doing? Oh, what's up? Hey, arch nemesis pending coming soon NFL season. What up, Spencer? How you doing?
Yeah, we got something for Michael Penix.
I actually want to make sure wrong thing. I want to do that to you, Spencer. He's a big help in getting this, so appreciate you, Spencer.
I was in the 7th grade in 07. Wow.
She's a baby.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you so much. I like to say, hey, we trying over here.
We deep in here tonight. You heard?
Hey, and we appreciate that. Just want to let y'all know every week I hold myself to a high standard.
Yeah.
Stuff is coming out, but we finally got this bad boy. We feel a little official.
Yeah, man.
Feel a little official now. So he get the chance to play with all the things now. So yeah, you don't pay attention to all that good stuff. Anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Go ahead and get to this first on the agenda. Mm-hmm. We here at GNC Sports Talk love listening to music, love everything about it, love sharing that with you guys, and we love that you share it with us. If you can, in the chat, put an M next to the song, artist, album. We will make sure to highlight that at the end of every episode. At the end of this episode, like we do at the end of whatever. Highlight
it. We're gonna shout y'all out and shout the songs that y'all came out with.
if y'all can see how many things I'm looking at right now. Yes. Put an M next to the artist, album, song. We want to make sure we highlight that. I know y'all always gonna come with some fire music. I want to let y'all know we actually do listen to a lot of everything that y'all put in there if we have not heard it. So we love it. We appreciate it. It gets me through my day. I believe it gets him through his day.
Y'all playing the classics, man.
We appreciate that. Also,
what's life without music?
Also, it's just dull. Also, if you're a repeat offender, which a lot of y'all are, we want to thank y'all for constantly tuning in from day one. Because without y'all, we wouldn't look like we professional right now.
Yes, sir.
Second of all, if this is your first time tuning in, or you are a replay viewer, we want to say thank you. We can't wait to welcome you back next week because we love you already. And if you're a bot, I appreciate you for the numbers
all the time.
But everybody do this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to like, share,
and subscribe. Got to, man. Nice, dope shirt you have on too.
Shein's finest. I don't mind saying you just that because you want to toss up. Hold on, they can't even see your shirt. Let me put the little banner down.
Oh man,
no. You want to? You made
supply and demand, baby. That's it. That's all. Supply and demand. Supply and demand.
That's all. I wanted to let you know.
Hey man, shout out to JD Sports. No free promo though.
No, you just gave him one.
I just said shout out to him.
Yes, you gave them one.
Hey, it's all about supply and demand. If you know, you know.
I see you, RB, in there. I see you. I see you, brother. I see you. We in deep in here tonight. We promise not to disappoint y'all. Once again, everybody give yourself a round of applause. We got a thing for that.
I got to clap with them too, man. Got to clap with them too.
Anyway, not much for NFL. Aaron Rodgers still is not signed.
Justin Tucker got
released. We actually got to speak on it because we hadn't talked about it. There's been enough time for this developing story. Mm-hmm. He's part of the nasty crew, and we're not talking about 2 Live crew from back in the day.
Not at all.
We are not talking about that. We will talk about that another day because there's so much to get to, so much going on with the NBA. If you want to, if you will, if you want to take them to the next thing, if you don't mind.
All right, man. So what we have in the NBA, man, I just want to say for the record, I've been saying this ever since the playoffs started this season, the first round. I know in the beginning of the season, there was a lot of chatter going around that the NBA losing its ratings. And the NBA playoffs has been showing us otherwise. I've always said this, and I'm going to continue to say it. The playoffs is where it's at. The playoffs are where legends are born. And I know a lot of people might not pay attention to the regular season. I know I pay attention to the regular season. I'm addicted to basketball. I love basketball, everything about basketball. But I love seeing the development of younger players, of players that's coming into their rookie year, see who makes a statement, see who don't. But, man, the playoffs, again, like I said, it's been ruled with the pretenders and the contenders, man. And this is only the first round. So what?
Regular season is trash.
Oh, I highly disagree. Well, I highly disagree with that. But what can I say, man? These playoffs, the first round, if you've been paying attention, the first round been looking like the conference finals. The finals, man, every game has been a bloodbath. People getting knocked around, teams winning, teams barely winning, teams sneaking up on people. And I just want to get to the one right now. Indiana, that is a sleeper team, man. They are a sleeper team. Indiana, they got past Milwaukee Bucks in the first round of the playoffs. Tyrese Halliburton, which a lot of his peers said that he's overrated. I don't think the man overrated at all. I don't know why that is, but he's been playing good ball. Mathurin, he's been playing good ball. Miles Turner been playing good ball. Pascal Siakam, that they acquired from Toronto a couple of seasons ago, he's been playing good ball. So Indiana and Cleveland are playing right now, and that's in the second round. So man, look, Indiana been on the road. I don't know what else to say, man.
So let's make sure we do this. We gotta guide them because some people don't watch it like we do. So let's guide them. First round, teams that advance. We had a lot of teams that advance, of course, because that's what they're supposed to do. But let's focus on the losers. The losers being Houston lost. Young team. I believe in everything that the NBA says from now on. Young teams got to take their lumps. So a lot of them did not advance like they're supposed to. So Houston took their lumps. Last year was Minnesota. Before that, it was OKC and Dallas, taking their lumps, not really getting there. So Houston will be a team next year to look out for. Speak on why you believe they lost to the Warriors.
Houston lost to the Warriors. One, they are young, and they have a young team. I do still believe in Jalen Green. I do believe in Amin Thompson. Fred VanVleet, he's been playing good. He's been playing like the Wiley vet. But that young Houston team took that Golden State team to 7 games and won Game 6 at Golden State. And they have what you would need in a young team. Amin Thompson, I know a lot of media has been talking about him a lot, rightfully so. He's been playing good ball, but Jalen Green exploded only for one game. If it was one game, but you see what can happen if things start, if the wheels start turning right with all of them. And also, they sucked in the half court. They sucked in the half court offense. Sengun, the center or power forward, whichever you want to call for Houston, he was the only consistent factor with Houston. I know Amin Thompson, like I said, he has been getting a lot of praise, but at the same time, this I believe was his second season. Rightfully so, just like his twin brother that plays in Detroit,
who got his ankles broke.
Yeah,
look like Black Rain out there.
Yes, indeed. But he, I think Houston's going to be all right, but they're going to have to figure out some things in the coming up season, especially in the off season. If they want to take that next step, do they have to go get somebody? Do they have to trade for anybody? Also, again, like I stated first, they didn't. It was a game of defense, man. And Steph Curry has said this was the most intensified defense he didn't play that he didn't experience since playing basketball. So they have to do. The defense is great, but on offense they have to be better in the half court offense if they want to advance, because they got the number 2 seed because they was running, gunning. They had all the athletes. They had Tyree Eason coming out. So I mean, everything they have the young pieces. They're gonna be all right.
So the Lakers lost in 5. Also, a shock to some, not to me. I told you this was not the year for them to win it, and I was not shocked at all. The Lakers lost. Luka Doncic sometimes showed up on offense, never on defense. Yep. LeBron, the H's wanted to do what he did, and even if he didn't get it done like he was supposed to, you still can't blame him because he was one of the only productive pieces. A lot of criticism going towards their coach, JJ Redick, and I'll get to talk about Minnesota Timberwolves soon, but JJ Redick deserves just as much blame, fault, or whatever you want to call it, as much as anybody else, because you don't have bigs and you didn't play the people that were tall.
I agree.
If that makes sense. So the Lakers lost in 5. We won't say his name because we're going to do our best not to get nobody free pub, but he's not on ESPN right now because of allegations. Lakers in 5. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They lost in 5.
Yeah.
They did not win in 5.
Yeah.
The Minnesota Timberwolves are here. I want to say that to you because the New York Knicks are here with the guy that you were hyped about being Karl Anthony Towns. Right. So not only are the Minnesota Timberwolves here, Anthony Edwards is that dude, whether he wants to be the face of the league or not. He definitely looks as though he is Slayer of Dragons, first of his name. If you watch Game of Thrones or House of Dragons, you understand that reference. And at the end of the day, I'm excited about Minnesota. Anthony Edwards is one of the most exciting ones. Before we get to a couple of them, let's go ahead and get the trash games out the way. Okay. Boston was going to win. Cleveland was going to win. OKC Thunder was going to win.
Yeah.
They advanced.
Back to bad. Well, I want to go back to the Lakers with JJ Redick, which everything you had said, I have to agree with, man. He did a poorly job coaching. I want to say in Game 4, you had all 5 starters playing 24 minutes. LeBron James is 40 years old. I don't know if he know. I'm pretty sure he does. LeBron James played 24 minutes for a whole half. That's a whole half of basketball. He ain't a robot. JJ Redick, I can't say he got out coach. He just got in his own way. He came on. He was the ESPN commentator. He was always on First Take. Great knowledge of the game. But right now, even Reggie Miller has said he saw JJ Redick just going down crazy. He was frantically, in the hallways. He didn't know, he couldn't get himself together. And maybe it's a Duke thing. I had to put him in there. Maybe it's a Duke thing. But hey. I don't know if he. And, by the way, also after the game, when you lost the series, dog, you got to accept the criticism when you're wrong. And I always say this: you always have to accept you accept the criticism when you're wrong and praise when you win. And if he would have won, everything would have been good. But if anybody saw the press conference that he had, a reporter asked him, "Hey, do you think there was anything that you playing all 5 starters?" 24 minutes in the second half in Game 4. Did you hear anything, or was it due to them like of being tired? And JJ had a crazy answer to that. Then he just walked off. That ain't how you do business.
Well, the criticism for me ain't coming just because of the coaching job he did. I feel like it was a bad situation no matter how you split it. Even if he played the other people that he didn't trust, they still weren't going to win.
I agree.
Like they looked outmatched. They looked small at times. They looked outnumbered, outskilled, whatever you may be. And Luka, to be the franchise player, I said it when we got him, homeboy got to get in shape. That's not a hidden gem. Nico Harrison pointed that out. He's not wrong, the whole 9 yards. But when it comes to it, I want to make sure we focus, or I focus on Minnesota, because Minnesota and Anthony Edwards did exactly what they needed to do. Again, Slayer of Dragons from ATL, Jordan S. Kid, pending DNA test, and Dragon Slayer, first to his name. And like that's what he is.
By the way, I'm gonna give Rudy Gobert his props, man. The Lakers had Rudy Gobert looking like Moses Malone and looking like the second coming of Shaq.
Well, all I want to say is y'all been dissing Rudy. People been saying he's the one that spread COVID out in the world. All y'all, some bums when it comes to, because I mean that man still is valuable defense. That's why he didn't leave and Karl-Anthony Towns did, because they found value in him at least being a defensive player. Yeah. And that's where that is. Hold on one second. Good evening from GR Houston Jack. We coming to you from the late hour. From that. What's up, G? How you doing? Question. Is this LeBron James last year?
No.
That's a great question. You say no.
I say no. Even though he went on Twitter and had we're gonna get him to go.
So do I believe it's his last year? No. Do I believe this could be his last year in the Lakers? Maybe. Even though this analogy or comparison might not make people feel good, LeBron James is the Aaron Rodgers of the NBA.
But he could productive.
Aaron Rodgers was productive until he got his ACL clipped.
That was then.
No, I'm just saying
last season.
Well, what I mean, he's making people wait on him. And Aaron Rodgers is still holding up the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Aaron, man, make up your mind before you find yourself like Shadur Sanders.
You don't have to make up your mind when you got everybody on pins and needles waiting for you. Every year he does it, and people wait on him. So why fix what ain't broken if you him?
I agree.
Hey
man.
But good question. Appreciate that, Rob. I don't believe it's his last year. Neither does he. Yeah. I don't know if it's his last year with the Lakers. I believe the Lakers, Rob Pelinka, JJ Redick gonna have to come up with a plan. I don't know how long he's gonna play, but I do not want to see him playing at 45 years old. Bro. I think it's time to move on after that. Loving it, Mike. Appreciate that whole mixer over here. G, we finally got that thing.
Yeah.
We finally got that thing. From Black Raiden, it needs to be
his last year.
I can't argue with that. I will say this. Tell me he's not the most productive Laker, though.
True enough, man.
Well, a little bit after the injury, he wasn't, but still, like, does he need to retire? Sure. I believe the most important thing on why he's not retiring, because I don't know if his son has a place in the league if he's not on the Lakers team. Not saying he's not good, but I'm just saying I don't know if people.
Yeah, he might not be in the Lakers uniform, but he'll be in the G League. And look, playing any kind of basketball, whether it's NBA or G League, or I'm sorry, G League, right? Yeah, NBA League, G League. As long as you playing, man, you get your money, you doing what you're supposed to do. He just wanted to do that. He just want to do that. Want to do that. Question for you: where does Giannis go after that first round exit? Where is he? Where do you think he's going to go at? Where do you think he's going to stay, or should I go?
I want to preface this by saying it's Giannis' fault that situation is the way it is. Things don't happen with stars on the team without them being notified. So everything that happened, he has a part to play in it. Having said that, if you want to win a championship, I don't believe it's going to happen in the East. Here's the sad thing about it. If you go to the West, I don't know if you're going to win there. Somebody was bringing up San Antonio. Much like you with the NFL, with everybody coming to the Saints, everybody can't go to San Antonio.
Kevin Durant one put his request in Houston, San Antonio. Giannis, he was like if he do get traded or if he leaves, it's New York, it's Houston, it's San Antonio.
I would like to see him in New York though. I think that'd be interesting if he's in a Knicks uniform.
Yeah, because I don't think like Jalen Brunson is the one that's going to carry you, and he is a defensive liability. Not saying that he tried, he attempts to play defense, But unfortunately, he's just too small right now. And we can go. Well, we're gonna get on that later. But I just don't see them winning it all unless they get somebody else. Because they have good pieces. Don't get me wrong, they have real good pieces, but they need that one extra guy that that's 6'6", 6'7", that don't have a hard time creating his own shot. Because Jalen Brunson, as much as he do be hitting clutch shots and he is the number one clutch player right now in the postseason, man, he be looking like he be struggling out there.
Well, we're going to get to the second round in 1 second because we have focused a lot on the first, just kind of getting everybody caught up. The one series that mattered to both of us was the Nuggets and the Clippers.
Yes, sir.
And the only reason why that series mattered to me was because of Game 7. And it mattered in Game 7 because of one player. One player who has an immaculate beard. One player who has a bag like no other that can sit up here, throw his head back and get a foul call like no other. One that produces every other game besides the elimination game, not just Game 7, but elimination games. James Harden, ladies and gentlemen, scored 7 points on the Game 7. He scored 7 points, and right now, somebody is really tired because he has no choice. Because I called this, I said this. Now, another game, this has been a couple Game 7s where he showed up, but for the most part, Game 7s or elimination games seems to be his Achilles heel. No, he's not the only reason to blame, but I think it is very telling that once again, James Harden did not get it done, and it's time to clip his wing just like the Clippers, and he got to go.
All right. Well, hey, look, I'm gonna just have to. I gotta bite the bullet on this. James Harden doing what he does every year, choking. I have to agree with what both of you guys are saying.
Wait.
Ain't nothing new. I ain't
No. I just want you to say it again.
Man, look at this. James,
I wasn't prepared for you to say it.
Look. What I gotta take the L the way I take it, man. Look, and I'm gonna give that. That series probably was the best series. But it was definitely a good series, and I'm gonna tell everybody what should have happened and why. When they won Game 2 in Denver, they won Game 3, so they was up 2-1, and then they had another home game, the fourth game. That's why that Game 4 was so pivotal. They was down 20 points in the fourth quarter, rallied right back and got and took the lead, and they took the lead, and Denver got it back. They double teamed Jokic at the end of the game. Jokic threw a Hail Mary up, and Aaron Gordon was right there, the right place at the right time. He was there. He was at the right place at the right time, and they won. And the Denver Nuggets won Game 4. Now, why did I say it was they had to win that? Why did I say the Clippers had to win that game? They would have been up 3-1. They would have been up 3-1 with home court advantage, and they possibly could have won Game 5. Or if they didn't win Game 5, they could have won Game 6 and ended the game. So them not even going to overtime in Game 4 was just it was just outrageous. James Harden, guess who didn't box out Aaron Gordon? James Harden, he the one that ain't boxed him out. That's why it was so pivotal for them to win Game 4. Because I knew, I had a feeling if we win the Game 7, I knew this was going to happen. That's why they need to win Game 4 to be up 3-1.
From G. Whoa, Kerry agreeing about James Harden. Hold on. I never said
every time he said anything about James Harden in elimination games, I always agree with him. I never said
that. You used to fight me though. Man.
Well, when he did before, if he did perform well in the Game 7, but they just ain't get it done.
Well, no.
At times,
what it was this. What I used to do was sit up there and talk about him in all playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And I had to dial that back because he performed well in playoffs.
Yeah.
But Game 7s or elimination games, I was never
exactly. In Philadelphia, he had a bad game. He had a bad Game 6, Game 7 when they got bounced out of there. I said it. I called you and I was like, he didn't show up.
Well, I gave him slack for that because Joel Embiid was terrible.
Yeah,
and he actually showed up other games.
In Brooklyn, when he came to Game 7, he was injured. We both had an argument about it, but I was like, he didn't. You was right. He didn't show up. I had to agree. He didn't show up, even though he was injured.
But what you did though, I know for sure was this. What you did was when it came to when he was in Houston, you were saying, well, who's supposed to beat the Warriors? And that was never my gripe. It was never about how talented the Warriors were. It was about just like Jokic. If Jokic is the best player in the world right now, right? I don't care who on your team. If you gonna take this comp of being the best player in the world and you got a bunch of bums, then just like he won that first series against the Clippers, he was the biggest reason why. He against Oklahoma City Thunder. He better be the biggest reason why. When Jamal Murray don't choose to show up, when we got to look on the side of a milk carton for Michael Porter Jr., when Aaron Gordon can't seem to get his mind right, when I don't even know who else they got. Christian Brown, even though he does what he needs to do for them.
He good. He's a solid role player. Russell Westbrook been balling. I gotta give shout out to Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has been balling.
I love Russell.
He hit some clutch shots. Go ahead.
Well, let's go ahead and get to the round 2 matchups, right?
Okay.
So we only have one game that hadn't been played, so we'll talk about that on another day. But what we have to do is talk about, I think, 2 of the big upsets, right? Indiana winning over Cleveland.
Right.
Actually, 3. Indiana over Cleveland.
Oklahoma City losing to Denver yesterday.
And then New York winning against the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
And we have yet to see the Timberwolves versus...
We'll see that tonight.
Golden State, I'm sorry. Timberwolves versus Golden State, which I think will probably be the most interesting series. So what would you say about the games that we've seen so far? Boston, New York, Cleveland, Indiana, and then Oklahoma and New York. I know I named all of them, but we know the games they're playing in. What do you have to say about? Let's go first. New York, Boston.
Okay, New York, Boston. New York won the game, but Boston lost that game more than New York won that game. Dave's gonna get on my when light comes at you fast.
I think they got a big block of what we're gonna be talking about.
Oh yeah,
we'll talk about why.
But in regards to New York, they climbed themselves out of a hole in the second half. They came back. Jalen Brunson showed up and showed out, being the clutch player that he is. Mikal Bridges being the complete player that he is. OG Anunoby. He performed great. Karl Anthony Towns been playing great basketball. Even though in the first round he was inconsistent, but he's been playing real good basketball. I like the aggressiveness that he's showing. I like that the 1-2 combo with him and Jalen Brunson. What?
Oh, you can't hear what I'm doing.
I hear what you're doing. What, I'm saying, why you pressing? What's up with that?
I ain't giving Cat no credit yet.
I'm giving Cat credit. He came through big. Now, Kristaps Porzingis, I got no way he at.
He was actually ill yesterday.
Okay.
He called it illness. I don't know what it was, but he called it illness.
Same thing Luka had. Hey, it is what it is. All right. So that's with that one right there. I believe that Boston will be on a mission. I think they're going to get hot game 2. New York be ready. I don't think New York is ready for what Boston has coming for the next few games. But hey, we'll see.
We'll talk about Boston more because we both got the same thing. Okay. I was gonna put that on there anyway. But Boston did Boston things, and we'll spoil it a little bit. But they took 63, which is absurd. Wow. Well, it's absurd, but it's not absurd.
What you going to say later? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why.
The next game, Cleveland, Indiana, shocked me, but it did not shock me. Indiana has length. Indiana is spicy, if you will. They're scrappy. And I don't know if Darius Garland makes a difference, but I will say if Donovan Mitchell has got to be the one to save you, and you have the same thing to say about Jalen Brunson being the person, the short guard to lead you or whatever, I have the same complaint. If we depend on Donovan Mitchell to get it done and nobody else can, Indiana look like they could do something. I mean, I know that we both got Boston winning New York against New York, right? Or you got New York. Okay. If Indiana wins game 2, I can't say that we can't put Cleveland on alert.
Yeah, man.
No matter who they got on the court, Indiana is playing ball.
Yeah, man. I can't. And I'm gonna keep saying this. they have been playing excellent defense. Indiana has been playing by if you look at what they've been doing, I know it's against Milwaukee, but they have been playing absolutely good defense. As a team, they have a well-rounded team. They have well-rounded role players. Neymar coming off the bench, good role player. I could again Tyrese Halliburton been pushing the pace, been dictating the offense for Indiana, been dictating the tempo. Now, again, right now, DeAndre Hunter is out for game 2. Evan Mobley is out for game 2, and Darius Garland is out for game 2. So we'll see, man. But with Darius Garland's situation, I wish he could play because I think he does make a difference. He's an extra scorer out there. He's another person that can create his own shot and can create his shots for others on the team too. So that's where I wanted him to be healthy. Unfortunately, he has a toe sprain that he could possibly be out 2 weeks. But I mean, right now, y'all number 1 seed in the East. If y'all lose in the second round, I can't lie. This will be a waste of a season. It will be a waste of a season. If y'all cannot win against Indiana, y'all the number 1 seed. Y'all been dominating the whole East this whole year, the whole season for 82 games. If y'all can't win this series, like I said, it is a waste of a season.
Well, the thing is this. It's possible.
It's possible.
OKC Thunder lost to the Nuggets.
Yep.
And I didn't watch very much of the game. I saw some of the highlights. I think OKC will be fine. I think they are going to show up, show out, and finish the job. That was the lesson from last year on not finishing their food. And I again, Boston. I'm not taking much from that New York game. When it comes to OKC, they clearly have arguably the best roster in the league. Arguably, like top to bottom, they got the best roster, arguably in the league, if not top 3. You know, Cleveland, you can say is good. You can say Boston's good and deep. But OKC Thunder, I'm not worried about. I think they're gonna get their mind right. Shout out to Denver. They keep impressing right behind their boy Jokic. But at the end of the day, I believe that they are gonna get their mind right. And we may see a long series that go to 6, but I do believe OKC Thunder will triumph. But Denver continues to impress behind Jokic, and there's not much I can say because if the Nuggets win, I'm not terribly shocked. Because I told you, I believe records mean something, but I don't believe that they're the end-all, be-all.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like Cleveland losing, they would lose to a 4 seed in Indiana. And Indiana has been good because you've been watching them. Not many people do that Midwest market team, and they don't get that much pub, much like Milwaukee Bucks, unless you got NBA TV and the occasional like game. Tyrese Halliburton is showing that he's that guy, which is great. And also everybody else, Pascal Siakam, Ben Mathurin, Niam, how you say his name? Is that how you say it?
Neymar, Niam, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like they got a team of nobodies if you don't know, which is fine. But also, like, they killing it right now. And Cleveland better be on watch because Boston was playing last night and they should have done their due diligence. I believe we both can say Boston was playing with their food.
Yeah, they were definitely.
Cleveland was in the fight.
They was. They was in a fight all game long.
That's what I'm saying. Cleveland was in a fight. Boston was up by 20.
And
they kept playing.
And if you see, man, like it ain't been too many blowouts. It ain't been too many blowouts in the playoffs so far. Everything has been competitive. Even if you're a lower seed, everything has been competitive. But I just think, especially with Indiana, the way they play, they could possibly make it. Oklahoma City and Denver, I think that might go either 6 games a game or 7 games. Who knows? But Mike Porter Jr., like you had said earlier, he has to show up. And unless he start creating his own shot or getting his own shot, man, it's gonna be tough, man. Because he is one of the focal pieces. So for whatever, he got to get his mind right.
What up, Aunt Alexis? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Give a round of applause to all y'all for staying with us so far.
Yes, sir.
We will definitely get into the segments. Let me do one more thing. Okay. We here at GNC Sports love listen to music, talk about music, just live an embodiment of it. And because we do, we want to make sure we share that with y'all like we do every episode. At the end of every episode, we want to make sure we highlight that. So if you can, in the chat, put an M next to the artist, album, song. We will make sure we highlight that at the end of this episode, like we do at the end of every other episode. Finally got it. Golly, tongue twister. Anyway, you want to take them to our segments. I'm pulling it up right now.
All right, sorry. All right. So the first segment that we do have is called Flag on the Play, and pretty much what Flag on the Play is when we see any players, any coaches, whether it's male or female, do or say anything egregious. It's our job as sports enthusiasts to call these people out. And with no further ado,
let's see if it'll work.
Let's see if it'll work.
All
right, there we go.
Hold on. One comment before we get here. From the best Dame, like the sports podcast. We are talking.
We're taking it to Boston, but we messed up. It won't happen again.
I have all the faith. I said Boston is most likely going to win it. I would love to see OKC or Minnesota. I didn't see anybody in the West can give Boston some type of trouble. I would like to see a younger team kind of get there, but I have faith in Boston. Boston is whatever grass they were smoking since they green. I have no idea. They were smoking in a leprechaun pack. I don't know, but they got to do better.
Yeah, I agree. Look, I said the same thing.
Porzingis leaving after
the first 11 minutes really hurt us as well. Yeah, we both said it, man.
We both said that.
I'm glad you
whoa. If New York get that game, the game too.
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
Last one. We lost, but we winning our series. OKC. What y'all winning at 5? Don't you? I'm playing. I'm done.
Don't do that.
I'm done. Yes, go ahead.
All right. So, Boston. The reason Boston is getting the flag on the play because they did something for the first time in NBA history. on both accounts. They shot 60 3-pointers. As a team, they shot 60 3-pointers. Another stat, they only made 15 3-pointers, which means they missed 45 3-pointers. An NBA record in NBA history, man. That right there sums up the reason they lost that game 1 against New York Knicks.
Well, let us tag team on this one because that was going to be my flag on the play too.
Let's go.
The fact that they were up by at most 20 points in the third quarter and then they lost the game is another reason why they're getting the flag on the play. Also, after the post game about them talking about their shots not falling and they should have took it inside. I don't know. That occurred to you when you missed 40 of them, 50 of them, maybe.
When y'all was up 20 in there and that lead went up down to 10 to 5. Like, I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. Joe Mazzulla, you ain't going. You couldn't call that time on me like, hey, settle down. Jason Tatum, you 6'8" and a half, 6'9". Post up, get some easy points. Let's get to the free throw line. Let's slow this game down. Let's play defense. We can defend them. They can't defend us. Karl Anthony Towns, Lord have mercy, he gonna be in foul trouble every single game. Jalen Brunson, he gonna be in foul trouble just because he's just short and he can't defend. So even if he is defending and he ain't fouling, he's still a liability because they can shoot over him. So as good as he is on offense, on defense, he is. I ain't gonna say it because abysmal is Luka. But at least Jalen tried. Steph Curry used to be a bad defender, but at least he tried.
Let's get back on the fight.
Yeah, let's get back on it.
Jalen Brown was 1 of 10 from 3-point.
Lord,
and he didn't make his first one to the overtime.
The overtime, man, y'all, nothing told, and that's the thing. I'm not blaming analytics on none of this. Y'all are a team. Y'all are the defending, reigning NBA champions. Nothing in y'all heads was like, man, we better than him. Jason Tatum was settling. I was watching that game yesterday. He was absolutely set. Everybody was settling. I couldn't figure out why.
Well, I want to do this too. Let me throw my flag. That's the flag on the play. I want to do this before we sit up here and continue to go in depth about this. At the end of the day, we're making fun of them because nobody believes that they're gonna ever shoot that bad again. Honestly, the reason why it's a flag on the play, but it's funny, it's because they take between 40 and 53 a game anyway. They shoot, I think they're either number 1 or number 2. They shoot the most threes every game. I told you last year, the stat for them was not defensive prowess, efficiency, anything like that. It's the number of threes they took. No, it was a number of made threes. I told you they made anywhere between 15 to 23. They win the game. And when they didn't, they made 13. They lost games in the finals in the Eastern. Like whenever they would lose, they made really less than 15, but we'll say anywhere between 10 to 12 threes they made. That mean they missed a lot. They would, between 35 and 40 they were taking, they had to make at least 15. That's a stat that he saw that I found. They're never gonna miss that many threes again. They still gonna take a lot of threes though.
I look, if nothing don't bring you to what we saying right now. If you go look back at the last game that they played against Cleveland in Boston, Boston was up by 20 points. And what happened in that game? They lost that game. So I don't know if it's just them settling for threes, thinking they're gonna make all of them. Y'all not Steph Curry. None of y'all are Steph Curry. Y'all are your own player. Y'all can defend, which is a great thing. Y'all can make the 3-pointers. They can't make 3-pointers. The first game of the season when New York came to Boston, they almost broke the record for made 3-pointers. But it's a different game. And by the way, I got to give New York credit on this. New York was like 0-10 against teams that was like 500, right? They just won their first game against Boston. I'm just saying.
It don't matter. It don't. Like we making a big deal out of this. Well, you more than me.
No, not really. But they lost that game.
Right.
New York won that game.
But they're going to take just as many threes next game, between 40 and 60.
I bet they don't.
They always do it. But I'll go lower. Between 35 and 43, they will take. They usually take between 35 and 40.
I give you that.
But that's still a lot of threes, and they usually make between 15 and 20. Which they made 13.
15. Where?
What the other night?
Yeah, yesterday.
Well, they took more. Yeah.
They took 60. They only made 15.
Okay, so they made 15, right? Usually when they make 15 threes at a lower clip, obviously, they win. So they're gonna still take between 35 and 43, if not more. They're gonna make them. They're not gonna sit up here and let them get in the game. Honestly, Boston waiting to the finals. And that's not a good thing, but I'm telling you, Boston's waiting to the finals.
You already got them. Well, yeah, go ahead.
They going to the finals, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Hold on one second. Let's see. Pacers are the real hidden gem in the East besides the Celtics.
I agree.
They are hitting, but they are hitting. They did this last year.
They made to these.
They did this last year.
But nobody really talking about them right now.
Shout out to all locals. Shout out to all those locals. They get free pub.
We there.
They get free pub.
We there.
We get free pub on them.
There.
Okay. See. Okay. Let's see real quick before we get to your segment.
My prediction is still NBA Finals, Boston versus OKC. Nobody at Minnesota? No. Jason did settle. Yes, he did.
Jason settled. That's fine.
That's the last play.
Hold on. Jason might have settled, but can y'all tell me the word for what Jalen did?
He was just as bad.
No. If Jason settled, that means Jalen did that pass.
Y'all were wilding yesterday. I don't know what was going on with y'all. Y'all thought this was 2K25.
35 missed threes. First, it's not that it's unacceptable. It's the fact that you kept shooting them. And y'all, it was up by 20 is the problem.
I saw when I guess in the third quarter, they made a basket, right? And then like the next 10 shots that they shot with 3-pointers. That is the shoot 10 straight 3-pointers.
But again, what they did,
that is not acceptable. I know what you're saying, but 10 3-pointers in a row, every possession is 10. You gotta shoot a 3 every possession for 10 times?
Bro.
We don't even do that in 2K.
Bro, you watch them more than I have. And I know I watched them a fair amount. What they did last night was nothing uncharacteristic. They do this on a regular. They might not. It was uncharacteristic.
The first time it ever happened.
No, they might not do it at this clip, but they do this all the time. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm shocked that they took 63.
I'm shocked that they took 63.
No, I'm shocked that it happened in the playoffs. I'm shocked that they didn't do it in the regular season. But the first game against New York, they have a Burke 3-point made record.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not shocked.
So they was gunning for their record.
Yeah, I'm not shocked.
They don't look. You don't have to gun for no records in the playoffs. Just win,
bro. I'm not shocked.
Just win.
I'm not shocked. Go ahead. Go into
all right. So the next segment that we do have is when life comes at you fast. And pretty much when life comes at you fast is when you getting on a helicopter, when you getting on the plane with your parachute, and that you get on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 13, cloud 15, and you jump off that plane or that helicopter with your parachute on, and your parachute don't work. This what happens. I like that. Shout out to the mission. All right. So, with no further ado, when light comes at you fast, and I hate to say this, the Clippers gonna clip. The Clippers are getting when light comes at you fast because y'all had every opportunity to close this series out. Y'all had every opportunity to close the series out. Y'all couldn't close the series out. Y'all should have won Game 4, but you let Aaron Gordon get a tip. I ain't gonna say a tip in. Y'all let him get a alley-oop dunk to end the game for a buzzer beater. That a pivotal game for that y'all need to win, and y'all couldn't get it done. Y'all could not get it done. That was the game that y'all was supposed to win. Y'all could have been playing OKC. Even if y'all did play OKC, I still don't have faith that y'all was gonna be OKC. James Harden, you made a fool out of me again, man. I still message you, bro. Yeah, you still one of my favorite players that I enjoy watching. But the Clippers gonna clip, and it is what it is. When light comes at you fast, go to the Clippers, man.
No, I just go to James Harden. I thought that was hard for you. You want a hug?
Nah.
It's okay, man.
Hey, look, they could have won it.
All right, man.
No,
Don't neglect me. I didn't let you down. I didn't let you down. You got this beautiful mixer in front of you. Real quick. We
are number one in the NBA.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Not limit.
No, that's how they get. That's how they got here, bro. They shoot more and they make more. Every now and then, look, shoot. That means you're gonna miss some time. That was just a game. I'm glad it happened in game 1 and not an elimination game.
But man, we act like Big Perk around here, bro.
Come on.
Yo, Jokic just proving he should be MVP. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. Okay. Man, you jumped the good.
All right, now.
They ain't got the ding at the end. I gotta
All
figure
right.
out where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, my money shot is something that jaw-dropping moment. That thing that you don't want to forget, that you shouldn't forget, that you have to pay attention to, and when you hear the dings that bell, you want to make sure you come back here this podcast, because we do it better than a lot. Yeah, better than a lot. We just gonna do that. Click that button.
This one?
Yeah. No.
Oh. Sorry, people.
He getting used to it. I changed the buttons around, so you good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my money shot goes to one person in particular that deserves it right now. And there's a lot of people, but this person in particular deserves the money shot. The money shot goes to Jalen Brunson. What they call him? The most clutch player in the, they hit me in my head. The most clutch player in the league. And I hate the title, but I mean, God dog, and he lives up to it.
Man.
So it goes to Jalen Brunson. That is the money shot. Simply put, no matter your height, your size, I believe you said this before. It really came from somebody else, but you said it, so I give you credit right now.
Appreciate that.
It comes from this right here. It's not about the size of the dog, but about the size of the fight or the bite of the dog. And Jalen Brunson continues to impress. Most clutch player being 6 feet or 6'1", right? 6'1", and honestly, like whether it's a 3, a layup, a foul, like Dallas, it still looks like they make very poor decisions. And yeah, they call it straight, but it's true. Dallas continues to sit up there and make poor decisions, and Jalen Brunson and his daddy are thriving in New York. No matter what, if you're a New York Knicks fan, let's just be honest. You don't expect to go to the finals, but you expect to go as far as you can in the playoffs. And by golly, you better ride that 6'1", 200-something pound man back.
Locks it.
You better hang on to the locks. His coattails. I mean, say what you want, but the New York Knicks are relevant because of Jalen Brunson. Shout out to you, good sir. You You keep doing it. You are the most colorful player. I'm sorry, you supposed to press that. My bad.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this, man. You heard it here first on GNC Sports Talk, man. You know what we do around here. You know how we get down. Is this Kira's first day on the job? Hey, man, look, G, I think it's both our first days. Hey, we playing around. Whoa. First days on the job. Whoa.
James Harden never reaches
his end goal. He's not going anywhere. Homie with the donk.
James Harden not Thanos. He didn't get all the rings. You know who got a better career than him? Jimmy Butler. You know who get a bunch of buns to the finals? Jimmy Butler do. Oh, I'm rooting for you, Jimmy. I wish you had to go against Minnesota, but I'm rooting for you still, baby. I love you, Jimmy. I love you.
Jalen Brunson is definitely impressing me,
bro. He definitely been doing it. He's definitely been doing it here lately, especially since he got to New York, really proving his worth. But by golly, like they've been saying, and I hate the title because it's a lot of clutch players. He is the most clutch player right now. I can't lie.
Hey, the numbers talk, man. The numbers talk. Look, I'm gonna say what you had said. I'm gonna have to agree with what you had said. Dallas Mavericks making a move on them. Y'all making bad business decisions right here, man. And it's biting y'all. Look, not only y'all trading Luka, which I got a whole ring I can talk about that, but I ain't even want to do that.
Not right now.
Jalen Brunson, he's thriving. Luka was thriving. He got him to the third seed.
Well, at least they made it to the playoffs.
At least they made it to the playoffs. And Quinn Grimes, the person that nobody ain't really talking about right now. Y'all had him on y'all team. He was thriving when he was in Philadelphia. He might still be thriving when next season come around. They may lose or whatever, but hey, it is what it is.
You know who not thriving?
Who that?
Tim Hardaway Jr. in Detroit. Oh, he had a couple bad games, man. He had a couple bad games.
Loki, Tobias Harris, he was. Man, Tobias Harris, he was out.
No, he can't redeem it. He got years to redeem himself in both eyes. Man. He wet the bed in Philadelphia. Yeah. He wet the bed. What's up, Jalen? Hey, bro, my bad. For all y'all who I usually send text to and all that, I literally got home. This is the first time setting up this thing, making sure it was right. You can ask him literally 3 minutes before we set up here and got on. I finally got everything where it needed to go. Whatever. Whatever, you clown. Let's see. LeBron stole Luka from Dallas
just to come up short. Yes, he did.
Hey, listen, I said it. I'm gonna say it, and then we're gonna move on. It is no way that anybody can tell me in the NBA that any superstar does not impact whatever happens on their team. We've seen coaches get fired with no explanation, and we know why that happens. We see players sit up there and get traded when they're not the superstar, right? When you just a star or an all-star, you can get traded. We know, as crazy as this sounds to some, Anthony Davis getting traded to the Dallas Mavericks was, come on, bro. Y'all telling me LeBron James ain't know all the stuff that LeBron James make happen. I almost sound like Perk when I said that. All the things that LeBron James make happen when he goes to a team because he doesn't like playing with younger players, nothing like that. Right. You telling me he ain't know about Anthony Davis, the center that you wanted here in the first place that you got traded. You telling me he ain't know nothing about this? Come on, bro. Come on.
It's all crazy to me, man. I can't explain it, man. I can't explain it.
By the way, before we continue, the Best Dang Sports Podcast. Hey, let us know who, because I'm having a hard. Let us know who you are, because we all family here. We gotta know who your name is. And that way we can tune into you, because apparently you got your podcast. So we need to sit up there and show it forward. GR Houston Jack has a podcast. ROB does music. Anna Alexis does her Issa Rae thing. I forgot the proper name for Anna Alexis, so if you want to put it in there, but she does her thing at venues, putting on events and things like that. And also Black Ray has his YouTube channel.
Yep.
He just switched his egos. He just switched to another alter ego. He's schizo.
Hold on, Spencer too. Spencer, I ain't forget about you.
No, Spencer just a ball of knowledge.
He just he knows it all.
Spencer, no.
He like the A-ball, man. You know what I'm saying?
Am I saying Christy?
Christy.
Or
Christy?
Yeah, I just want to. Okay, nice to meet you. Thank you. For tuning in.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, hey, yeah. How do you reach out to us? Drop your email down here. And we'll exchange information. Thank you for that. Drop your email down there. Sorry, y'all. We get Drop your email.
With everybody.
We gonna find a way to get it. We gonna because actually you fall right into our next plan.
Yes, sir.
But yes, thank y'all. Thank you, G, for welcoming.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Last thing, one more time. What are you listening to? We here at GNC Sports Talk Love Music. I know you hear that a few times. We here at GNC Sports Talk Love Music. We want to make sure we share that with y'all, but we also like hearing from y'all. If you can in the chats, put an M next to the artist, album, song. We will highlight that. One day, somebody will sponsor us with a music license so we can play some of it. Yeah. But for right now, we're poor. No.
Disenfranchised.
There you go. We're disenfranchised. Look, you disenfranchised. We are disenfranchised right now. Too much fun.
I'm loving it, bro.
All right. Here we go.
All right, man. Yeah, man. I got some. It's been some stuff I was listening to. Some OG stuff I was listening to.
Okay.
From like college days.
Yeah. You a miniature
college days. You already know what I'm talking about.
You a miniature thug. We know. OMG girls make a scene.
Hey, yo, OMG girl. That's throwback.
Yes,
that is throwback. For anybody that's throwback, go ahead.
Skin to Skin by ROB.
Facts.
Go support our boy. 2 classic albums out there. We not just saying that because he our brother, whatever. He really does have a good discography.
Emotional roller coaster.
And you set yourself up for it. I ain't gonna let you do it. I'm not gonna let you do it. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. That's ROB on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, I believe also. One Sweet Day by Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men. Oh yeah, I know this one. I heard this one.
Okay, all right. You in your R&B bag now.
Well, my shuffle be on.
Yeah.
Issue.
All right, Missing You. Hey, by Brandy, Tamia, Gladys Knight, and Shaka Khan.
Gladys.
All right, man. I trust you with the classics. Okay.
Yeah, Kenyatta.
I like that. Oh wow. I didn't say that.
Touched by Chop Daily and
Oogie.
Ooh, that's a good one. I think.
Hopefully I said it. Hopefully I pronounced it right.
Yes. Oh, go ahead.
My Woman, My Everything by Peter Rankin. Hopefully I said that right. Peter Rankin. I'm gonna say. All right, one more time. My Woman, My Everything by Peter Rankin.
You got this one.
Sungba by Asake. Okay. Sungba by Asake. Okay.
Are these Afro beats?
I'm assuming.
I just want to know. Dance hall Afro beats. I know that's your jam right there when we get in Afro beats and the dance hall music. Is that this? Just want to make sure. Let us know, G. Let us know. You got it. Don't say the word.
FN by Glorilla.
No, that's FNF, boy.
Oh, I'm saying I'm looking at him. My bad. FNF by Glorilla. Meltdown by Travis Scott featuring Drake. Yes, ma'am. Drizzy. God's plan. Man, we gonna, bro. I tell you what, boy. Man. Look, they look.
She do it. No, she
they love you. They love you one minute, they hate you the next.
No, first of all, I've been told you he ain't put out no good stuff in a long time. Don't act like this.
I disagree. Go ahead. How long is a long time?
Scorpion before that, probably. You ain't. First of all, you lied. You know Scorpion wasn't good. Don't play with me.
I think it was a good album. Go ahead.
Stop playing with me, kid. You want to do this or you want me to do
it? Lee Fields and the Expressions, Honey Dove. So happy to see this old soul singer find his time. James Brown came out a week before he did. So that's why you have never heard of him.
You took the words out. I was like, I don't even know who this is.
Hey, man, look.
Spencer always with the education, bro.
Hey, man.
Always with the education. We appreciate it.
Hey, that's what's up.
All right, you want to get to yours?
Oh yeah, man. Let's get to it. Let's get
What are
to
you
it.
doing? What are you doing?
Okay, well, you know. All right, so the first one, classic stuff. Smith and Wesson, Let's Get It On, and Dilated Peoples, Worst Comes to Worst. Those are some two good songs. Smith and Wesson, Let's Get It On, and Dilated Peoples, Worst Comes to Worst. Two good rap groups I enjoy listening to, so they pretty solid.
I'm shocked that you put Dilated People in there.
Why is that?
I don't know. You've been on your hood stuff.
Yeah, I stay. You gotta, because I love it.
I actually listened to Smith and Wesson earlier. It was a song that popped up.
Which one?
I forgot.
Okay.
It's in my phone, but
you gotta let me know.
This is from a group that we used to listen to in a sense. No Worries, which is Anderson .Paak and Knowledge, producer. Her, Where I Go, and Squeeze from my other side, from the white side. Tempted. You actually heard Tempted before, so I'll let you listen to it after this. But No Worries. I'm sorry. Yeah, No Worries. Anderson .Paak, Her, Knowledge, Where I Go, and then Squeeze, Tempted. That is two of them for sure. See if we got anything else in here.
I see you at the Best Dang Sports Podcast. Smith and Wesson. Hey, if you know, you know. Hey, New York stuff. Dallas, he was carrying. I'm proud of you. Hey man, you know they popped up. They have a song with Kanye West. One of my favorite Kanye West verses. One of my favorite Kanye West verses. If you a dude, you love that verse. This is Jay Chance. I know, man. A lot of y'all don't you know the rap stuff. I'm surprised about Smith and Wesson. No, nobody.
All right, man. We got to get ready to go.
Hey, we appreciate y'all, man. What's up?
Okay, thank you for dropping your email. We're gonna get in contact with you real soon. Getting tongue tied. Yes. Hit that like button, like GR Houston said.
Did y'all catch my song?
No. What was your song? I didn't see it. Put it in there.
Facts.
I drop my email for you guys. If you miss it, I'll reach out to you next. Oh, for sure. I'm gonna find you once we get off here for sure. So we're gonna find a way.
Facts.
Appreciate that. And then he said,
I don't care. We talk about I missed the old Kanye West. Go Dilated Peoples featuring Kanye West. Look Kanye West verse up.
Leon Thomas featuring Freddie Gibbs Mutt remix.
Okay. All right, facts.
Hey, Freddie Gibbs, independent artist, one of the more slept on ones. Definitely one of our favorites. I don't know why that still popped up.
Yeah, man.
All right. We're gonna get y'all out of here. We went over a little bit, but we're gonna get y'all out of here real quick. Hold on. Here we go. All right. Once again, I'm Gary.
This is Gary.
And this is GNC Sports Talk.
Well, we do it for the culture.
By the culture.
Because you are the culture, you did.
Hold on, one more second. I gotta get it ready.
I love you.
Number one sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And take it easy.
Peace.